All right. Oh yeah, she wants to talk to me.
Inez, it's
What the heck?
Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you do, Inez, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me?
No. Inez, are you okay?
I don't even know how to answer that. I thought I might be able to see him again when all this was over, but I can't. All I can think to do now is get moving.
What's our next step?
Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
All right. What's over here? Bunch of nothing. So it looks like I'm taking Inez and Aza. Yeet.
Moment of your time, Commander.
Or not.
Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again.
What do you need?
For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision.
Take it you feel bad about it.
I try not to think about regret or remorse. I shut down her work. I was wrong. Stating that out loud is the furthest extent of my self-castigation. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the order back on its intended path.
Perhaps later.
Of course, Commander.
Okay, so landing pad's here. Aza's thing is there. Locate the doctor. Meet with So this must be Maricel's. Locate the doctor. What is that? Okay, so hers is further away. So we might want to take Maricel and Aza. Aza! You're gonna take Aza? What the? Meeting Ruth. So Ruth is right there. I might as well do that first. Let's go ahead. What you got? Trauma kit? Actually. Alright, well, the trauma kit. That's a lot for rockets. Frost grenade.
Not the most hospitable climate. Keep an eye on your fingers and toes.
I think I hear treasure. Yep. Yeah.
I find your proposed time leisurely. Unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as we are operating within the statistical parameters given to us. I see absolutely no reason to delay. Pick up the pace. Have you at least determined the cause of the avalanche?
Inconclusive at present. Potential causes for weakened snowpack include mortar fire, a crashed ship, perhaps even a small rift developing near the peak.
Architect, preserve me from guesswork. I want more concrete answers before the week is out. This cannot happen again.
I do recall a frantic scout filing a report predicting this eventuality. Perhaps a reviewing of his statistics may yield a full explanation.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers! Corneal frostbite be damned! Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire.
I'd go where I please.
Bullets share that same tendency, for those who aren't watchful, gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours.
So you're having a tough time.
Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it.
Laplace's garden, what's that?
Only the finest place on this ice ball. Words aren't sufficient to capture its many quality attributes. Best you observe it yourself. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
I got your numeral? What? I got your numeral. Oh, wait. Okay. What's it say? Look up local bounties. Ooh. The Mangler. The Mantisaur Queen. For the crimes of haphazard manslaughter. Okay. Wanted. Buckshot Bill. For the crimes of organized and disorganized pillaging, theft, and ransoming of research. Murder, reckless, and constant discharging of a firearm. Okay. And this must be the other side of the cave-in. Switch weapons. Actually, no. Never mind, I got it. Actually, no, I actually don't get it. We're gonna switch to... No, I don't want that. Oracle. What's this take? Okay. You know, we'll stick to it. We'll stick with it.
near the archive has destabilized. Must be a sign. The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs counter to the plan. Mark my supposition. It's only a matter of time until we're called upon to take back the archive. Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. Cultist. Agitators are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
How'd you like to find your insides waiting outside?
I find that an improbable outcome were we to engage in violent conflict.
Oh, here we go. We're all on the same side here. Can you make an exception?
Laureate Beckett did impress the importance of not delaying you. Very well, head on in. But behave yourselves. The garden is something of a fragile ecosystem.
Fragile ecosystem. Look at this.
Ah, Agent, I have a message for you. Oh, I was not expecting you to be in the company of a cultist.
A cultist and her extremely sharp knife. Shall I introduce you?
No, that won't be necessary. Where was I? Oh, yes, I remember now. On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden. She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right.
You said the presiding bishop's indisposed. Is she sick?
Oh no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late, but I'm certain that's all part of the plan. The rest of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is.
This seems oddly calm for being in a war zone.
Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you?
Is this a trick question?
You're right. My response was too ambiguous. Allow me to be more direct. Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters: science and progress.
I'm impressed you managed to say all that with a giant silver spoon in your mouth.
It may seem like I'm speaking from a position of luxury and privilege, but it is a privilege the Order hopes to share with all one day. Oh, I nearly forgot. Vicar Alden also asked me to direct you to him. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard, at the top of the stairs. May all your problems precede solutions.
What the heck is this?
Is it just me? Or does something seem... Oh, never mind.
Does something seem what?
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry. Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today?
What are convictions?
Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter. Interested?
Sounds like a bunch of nonsense, if I'm honest.
Between you and me, I've always felt the same. What good are words if they're not accompanied by action?
You know, you do a passable impression of a scientician. Did you grow up near one of our settlements? Have a few years of order training?
I'm quite sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I understand you may technically count as a member, but there's a perfunctory element to your articulation. You don't believe in the plan, and you're clearly up to something. She sized you up almost immediately, Commander. Been softly probing you for information. I clocked her the first moment she opened her mouth.
What the heck? This is not a member of the Order, then what's she doing here?
Excellent question. I've been wondering the same thing. Well, do I have to shoot up the place? Or will you come clean immediately? Who do you work for, little mole?
By the architect, keep your voice down, please. Even if what you say is true, this isn't a conversation best had amidst present company. Let's talk somewhere more private. Behind the CAF integration point, perhaps?
Interesting.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous.
If you're planning to kill me, just know that's going to go badly for you.
Kill you? When we're only just getting to know one another? On the contrary, I need your help proving a certain theory of mine. I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden.
What are you talking about?
The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply.
You don't seem like you're affected.
I'm limiting my water intake and using other pharmaceuticals to combat the effects. It's not a perfect system, but it works adequately enough.
Why would the Order want to do this?
Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder.
If you're saying it's true, you need to tell the people.
Moderate your volume, please. No one here is in any immediate peril. Probably. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance.
Wait, are you a spy?
Took you long enough to ask. I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested?
You're Sub Rosa. You're a Sub Rosa, aren't you?
So you've heard of us. Good. That makes this easier. My primary task has been to watch the Order. But I'm confident my superiors would agree. Physical proof is of far greater value than mere rumor.
You don't really care about what's happening here, do you? You just do this about the money.
No. This is about control. Everything is.
What happens if I hand over the sample?
Nothing nefarious, if that's the needle in your conscience. We only mean to study the drug and consider all of its many applications. I know that must read as terribly vague to you, but I'm not at liberty to provide more detail than that.
You're not, well... Alright, count me in.
All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. I believe they call it Perspective. This passcode will give you access to the main terminal. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard on him, but that might be tricky to lift. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's likely in conference with the presiding bishop. Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood?
Hold on, if the drug is in the water supply, why can't you just get it from there?
It's too diluted by the time it enters circulation. I need the unfiltered drug, which is only accessible to those working in water reconditioning.
Anything else you can do to help me with the task?
Outside of work, I have, let's call it an alternative inventory. You'll have to pay, of course, but I'm sure I have something that'll make your job a little easier.
Alright.
And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
Oh, the stealth suit. Some of these. How many do I have? I probably got enough. I buy it, whatever, I'll buy it. Yeah. Golden monocle. I wonder if this toxicity stuff actually helps me be able to get rid of the drain.
Hello. Welcome to Kef Integration Point. I'm Junior Caffeine Celebrant Runch, and I'll be happy to assist you today.
How do you like living in the garden?
Oh, is this another census? Or my previous answers not sufficient?
Census? What census?
The bi-weekly census about residency satisfaction. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? I could spend all day expositing on the benefits of the garden, but I think you'll experience much of it yourself. If you're permitted to stay, of course.
What can you tell me about your colleague?
Oh, she's a real top-of-class type. Smart, but also patient. I struggle sometimes with my advanced courses, but Persephone's been tutoring me after work hours.
She sounds like a great person.
I'm just glad she doesn't mind teaching the same lesson twice. Anyway, I'd hate to waste any more of your free study period with my idle thoughts. Anything else I can help with?
Can you give me a conviction?
Apologies. As a junior celebrant, I'm only permitted to distribute caffeine at this time. But my colleague, Persephone, Miss Doyle, will be able to assist with convictions when she's back on shift.
I like some caffeine.
Certainly. Here you are. Please imbibe responsibly.
The scientician surplus. No more than what you need.
Welcome to the Scientician Surplus. I am the Scientician in question. Any inquiries about the stock may be directed to me.
Straightforward. I like it.
Either you intend to buy or you intend to go without. It would be unethical for me to interfere with your decision-making process.
I'm surprised you're allowed to keep so much sitting stock when there's a war going on.
It's there in the name. Surplus.
I'd like to see your inventory.
Of course you would.
Ooh, what the heck is this? Oh, it's a... I don't care. Firing this weapon builds confidence in your companions, granting them increased movement speed, fire rate, and accuracy. Sounds pretty good. %160% energy charge rate. That sounds good to me. It's a lot of money. I don't have that many heavy rounds. How much is this giving? 40%. That's nothing.
Your continued patronage is gratifying. How may I help you today? Please peruse with discernment.
I want this helmet, and I also want this. I don't have a leadership skill, so that actually is not good. How about this? And yeah.
I hope someday we'll meet.
Continuing as predetermined. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
I wonder how I can stealth.
That's one way to become the center of attention. Well, aren't you the eccentric?
Get in here. Frost grenade. This thing. Oh, I could have just done that. I feel like an idiot. Oh. I already have. Okay. That works.
every day treating the same strains and abrasions. My tenure for a multifactorial disorder. The operating theater is not conducting viewing dissections at this time. That is not an invitation to return to your study and perform exploratory surgery on yourself or a willing volunteer, just to be clear.
That you felt compelled to give that warning is a little concerning.
Not as concerning as some of the scenes I have been called to in the middle of the night. I assure you, the warning is justified. But I trust you are here for a reason other than to discuss scalpel-happy novices.
I heard rumors of a drug and garden water supply. Know anything about it?
Obviously. Do you think we drink unfiltered snow melt?
No, I'm talking about a drug for regulating people's emotions, not filtration.
I'm quite sure I have no knowledge of what you're talking about.
Drugs and the water supply as a doctor shouldn't this concern you?
Are you feeling all right? Paranoia can be an early symptom of several more serious diseases.
You don't have to sound so excited about that prospect.
Apologies. I have so little that meets the threshold of my expertise. But I should not be projecting my wish for a challenge onto a patient. Let's forget this conversation. Is there anything else I can assist you with? That is best answered through observation. Here, have a look.
Heals 700 over duration. I'll buy. Wait, the essence of Vigor Giga. Ooh. I buy this. I need to find myself a workbench.
Well, aren't you the eccentric sort?
Strange to see all this vacant space after the overcrowding at Matriarch's Mercy. Plenty of room for refugees here. If only the Order administrants got their act together.
Oh, there's no one here. Oh, this guy. Oh, here we go. So I want to make the Giga. So I need nicotine and Architect's Verglass. Where is that? I don't know where you get that from. I can buy nicotine. Wait, I can take this stuff now?
How did your hypothesis about the flowers fare?
Exposing them to melodic sound waves on a consistent basis did affect improvements on their overall growth.
And you controlled for the amount of carbon dioxide expelled from your mouth during these musical sequences?
More testing may be required.
Oh, this is the water place. Need some nicotine.
Good timing. I just finished sterilizing my instruments. It doesn't change much these days.
I'll buy 5. How much money I got? I'll buy 5.
Sake, is it the pump or this? The sealant. Industrial science is mostly theory, they said. You won't have to put your knowledge into practice for years, they said. Now the fountain's broken and I can't. Useless. I'm useless.
What's the problem?
We had an avalanche recently, not far from the dome. One of these fountains stopped working around the same time. Stands to reason something must have been jostled loose. I recently placed into the industrial sciences, so I've been entrusted to fix the issue. But I've never had to put my knowledge into application before. It's not going well.
Too bad I have nothing in engineering or leadership. I wish I could help, but I'm afraid this is outside my wheelhouse.
No, of course. You must have business, and I ought to return to my efforts. Idle minds fail to endeavor, and all that.
Oh.
For scientism, spatial anomalies, incursive corporatis, our divisive division from the Protectorate. Not an ideal course of events, yet none representative of the truth of which I speak. We cannot choose our trials, only predict them and prepare.
I think I've seen everything.
A second makeup exam will not be off, so I hope you studied this time, Briar. You may begin now.
Right. No pressure. Shh. If I'm caught talking during this makeup exam, what does it matter? Can't mark the occipital from the parietal with these voided questions. And is there something wrong with the air recyclers? It's getting hard to breathe.
Calm down, you're panicking.
You're mistaken. Panic isn't on the Garden's list of approved cognitive states. I know I should have hydrated better this morning. Can't believe my future in the Order will be decided by an understanding of the vaporescent properties of trinitrotoluenes. I don't even like bitrotoluenes.
Quick. The instructor's not looking. What's the first question?
My vision's gone a bit fuzzy, but the exam's right here on the monitor. Have a look.
On second thought, I'm not sure you'll learn anything if I just give you the answer.
You asked!
Relax. I'm going to help you. I just want you to sweat a little first.
I'm already perspiring beyond acceptable odor levels. Thank you. I'm sure I'd recover my wits enough to tackle the rest of the test if you can just help me make sense of the first question. Just be discreet, won't you? My vision's gone a bit fuzzy, but the exam's right here on the monitor. Have a look.
I'm on it.
I'm sure I'd recover my wits enough to tackle the rest of the test if you can just help me make sense of the first question. Just be discreet, won't you?
Oh, I have no idea. Sorry, bye. I'm an idiot.
What a lamentable state of affairs. I remember the days when Laplace's garden lived up to its estimable purpose. Now look at it. The fountain in disrepair, pedagogy in the park, even the lights above our heads have winked out like stars taken down from the sky.
There's a war going on, and you're upset over a few lights not working?
War? Not with the corporatists, surely. That seems to have calmed down, for the moment at least. Oh, you must mean our little ideological dispute with the Protectorate. Oh, piffle. My dear pupil, that is nothing but distraction. The real war is happening here, inside the garden. We are battling for humanity's future, and victory balances on a knife's edge. Nevertheless, one must persist. The plan is good. The shadow of ignorance cannot withstand its light.
Electrical short could be responsible for the lights failing. I could take a look.
I knew you had a knowledgeable look about you. That would be wonderful. Thank you, dear. There's a panel just here. I will supervise from a respectable distance, but know that I am with you in theory, like the architect's own guiding hand.
There you go.
And so there was light. My sincerest thanks. I will be sure to extol your virtues to the laureates the next time we speak. And here, a little treat for your effort.
Okay, here she is. Meet with Ruth. Speak to Kraft. Kraft mac and cheese.
Lift access is currently restricted. Keep moving.
What's down here, though?
This time, residents of Laplace's garden are not permitted beyond their home.
Bunch of nothing down here. What's the point of coming up here?
I don't know who you are, but if you thought it wise to bring a cultist into the heart of Order territory, you are deeply foolish. I have not the slightest theory as to how you bypassed our guards. But if it was through violence, be assured, it will be returned exponentially.
She's no threat. If she was going to harm someone, she would have done it already.
Exactly. Though, to be honest, I was thinking of filleting you, but it didn't seem worth getting Artificer all over me.
I shall be the judge of her trustworthiness myself. There is a cultist-centric issue the Order needs resolved. I suspect you are capable of doing such. If you are not, I cannot trust you, and certainly cannot allow you to see Ruth.
If these cultists are suffering the same affliction of being traitorous curs as the others seem to be, then I look forward to killing them.
Let's hear what the plan is first.
My task is this. A myriad of cultists have taken over the settlement of Newton, which is a nearby site of historical but not strategic significance. I want them gone. Once there was a bridge stretching from the settlement to the archive, but it was destroyed by a rift. Best keep your distance should you travel there.
As much as I'd welcome the bloodshed, it may be wise for me to avoid members of the Dawn until I get their treachery sorted.
I'm surprised the Order didn't foresee your friends taking over Newton.
If the Order could predict the future infallibly, my mentors would be alive. Seers become less accurate the more specific and more distant the prediction. All that aside, you shall need the Order's trust if you wish to see Ruth. This task will allow that. Journey to Newton. Eliminate the cultists to a person. Then we may speak of getting you an audience with Ruth.
What's the significance of this heritage site anyway?
Newton contains the Six Pillars Chantry, which was one of the first temples founded after Arcadia's colonization. It's over 100 years old. The cultists are likely profaning it. But even if they aren't, I don't want them there. Our loss of Newton is symbolic. If we cannot protect it, how can we protect Arcadia?
I'm gonna need more than just the Order's respect to put my life on the line.
You're results-oriented. I can understand that. Fine. Expect a tangible reward on top of the Order's goodwill.
You got a deal.
May you prove my plethora of doubts unfounded. And may you keep your cultist colleague in line on your way out.
You're lucky the commander needs something from you, or you'd be looking at your intestines on the ground right about now.
Calm down. Calm yourself.
Your admittance to the Chamber of Conflict Evaluation and Strategic Planning may come at a later date, as determined by the Office of the Oracle Laureate.
Or I could shoot my way in. If I was a bad guy. So that's that. Acquire a key card from Laurie Beckett. Meet Ruth. I guess we'll be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. Don't you worry. Let's do that. So I get Aza out of our freaking party. Aza upgrades your mines. No, I don't use mines. Aza will occasionally perform a flurry of attacks with... Wait. Well, I do use grenades. Aza will occasionally perform a flurry of attacks with a knife, stunning the target for a duration of the attack and dealing incredible damage. I could really get this. Marisol upgrades your gas energy deflection apparatus. Okay. Now I'm gonna get this one. Whenever you spend gadget energy in combat, Marisol's companion ability charges a portion of the energy spent. What's our ability again? Alright, we do this one. Upgrade available. Let me go back. Vending machine, workbench. Workbench is this way. Ace of weapon now inflicts bleed. Okay. Grants man to shock. Okay, that one. Marcel. Oh, I can't do Marcel. Alright, we do this.
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment.
Honestly, the ones you get in the field are lifesavers. I would have been dead 3 times over without mine.
Set my mind at ease. Now, let's see. Mine says, don't consume tea this morning. Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of ursopods in the area.
What's an ursopod? Oh.
It appears we've dealt with all of them. Oh, that was a good.
You are welcome. Ursopod brain. A bird's heavy machine gun. Oh, that's what I needed.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100. With 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
Your observation is correct, which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to indicate, using a scale of 0.4 to 12.7, how close you are to going into shock?
Sadly, that scale is entirely beyond my current comprehension, thus leading me to believe I'm already in shock, and the question itself was the actual test.
Excellent. Our diagnostic is complete, and you should feel free to resume bemoaning your agony.
Oh, I can make a trauma kit here. No, I'm good. Plus, I can't do it anyway. What the heck was that? Is that anti-choice? A rift.
Do you see these magnificent weapons? They have the greatest destructive potential the Protectorate can bring to bear. Tell me then, why should they not have been installed here?
Not an issue of ammunition or targeting calculation capacity. Is it because of the low ambient temperature on Cloister?
Very astute. The ambient temperature is indeed below a critical threshold at all times, yet the Protectorate ignored our warnings repeatedly.
Instances like this, are they reason for the Great Schism?
Correct. At every turn we tried to guide them with logic and reason, but they could not see past their own hubris. Thank the Architect we are no longer exposed to such.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it.
Elegant, uplifting, almost ascendant, you could say, but not.
Another object, just gone. Nothing.
Excuse me, I don't think you have the authorization.
It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift. Salutations. We've been doing our utmost to find ways to manipulate this rift or extract data from it. Unfortunately, our efforts have been ineffective thus far. I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with or mathematical understanding of the rift phenomena?
I have a machine that'll solve this problem.
Wait. Actually, this isn't some jest. You'll have to forgive me for not taking your assertion at face value. Perhaps a demonstration. For science, of course.
Of course.
All the items we put into the rift, they've been reconstituted.
But in a state far different from their original configuration. Fascinating.
Stay away from that.
Architect above. That was incredible. That small, portable device changed the state of the rift anomaly in an instant. From observing how the device operates and how the rift reacted to it, it seems to be using some kind of energy burst generated by a magnetic field to re-deregulate the structure of the field around the rift. Truly an astounding piece of technology.
Actually, it's aligned the rift with surroundings by readjusting its etheric substrate.
That's quite ingenious. The rifts are unlike any other phenomena heretofore observed. We've still so much to learn. Would you consider allowing me the opportunity to open the casing and examine the inner workings? No, forget I asked. What a preposterous question. Thank you for the demonstration. It was most enlightening. You have given my team and I a good deal to think about, and to try and fit into our current theoretical framework. It seems rifts do not fit cleanly into our current understanding of the universal equation. Oh, damn it. Reverted to its previous state. Is it a failing of the device or an inevitable effect of the passage of time? Perhaps the Architect has imposed certain limits on the rifts. Hurry! Assistant, activate the monitoring equipment and take readings.
I want to stay away from that. Just saying.
Again, it has reverted. The timing seems similar to the last state change. But is that indicative of the properties of the rift or of the device?
Want me to do it again? I can do it again.
Open again. Quickly, record all the relevant data and take down your observations.
Hurry up. It's gonna go away.
Reverted again. Infuriating.
And do it again.
Hurry, assistant, activate the monitoring equipment and take readings. Reverted again!
Alright.
Infuriating! Observe. On rare occasion, the plan provides two unknown variables simultaneously. Years of practical data gathering have taught me to simply stand aside and observe quietly.
And that second unknown variable was heavily on.
Very observant, Assistant Osborne.
Captain, I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present on Cloister underwhelming.
Really? What part about the situation is underwhelming? The corporate invaders killing our scientists en masse? The Protectorate's subjects raising our research? I sincerely hope you're not about to tell me it's the weather.
What? No, I lost my thread of thought.
I just realized a lot of these maps are kind of similar. Except for the first. There's always these trenches.
And how did you sleep?
Decidedly horrible. If it was any colder, I'd be dead. And those Protectorate loudspeakers playing all night remind me of the early Schism days.
I've been hearing them in my dreams.
Get in here. We're gonna steal some stuff. The gloop grenade leaves behind a pool of gloop. Put the enemies in the air and disabling them momentarily. Even that gloop. Alright, then I'll get rid of this biomass and put on this. I hear you.
You. I don't know you. But you, I do. It's good to see you, Asa. It's me, Severin. You know, I've never been to Cloister before. It's cold.
What is wrong with you? Boy, damn it. Did they mentally refresh you?
No, let's just say I'm well lubricated.
What?
You tried the new Prestige gin? It helps when you have to do something you really don't want to do.
So this is a trap, isn't it?
Yes. There are a bunch of sentinels in hiding. When I give the word, they're to execute both of you.
Not before I mentally refresh your brain pan with my knife.
Unlike Asa, I know what's going on before resort. I'd like to know what's going on before resorting to violence. Explain yourself.
I didn't want to do this. I guess I shouldn't have questioned the kill order so loudly. It was real. It came from the Exalted Leader herself. She summoned me, knew of the message I'd sent, said I'd ruined everything. To save myself, save the Dawn, I had to do this. I'm a coward. I didn't want to die. I'm sorry, Asa.
If you're truly sorry, help us avoid the sentinels.
Absolutely not. We don't need his help. We should just kill him and get on with the sentinel killing. If we die, at least I'll be taking a great many of them with us.
It would be better to get his help so we can live to confront your exalted leader.
You make make a compelling argument. No need to waste our time killing yet more faceless cogs in the Protectorate machine. As fun as that may be.
But you're basically just asking me whether I'd like to be killed by you or the Sentinels. Because when they figure it out, they'll execute me.
That ain't my problem. No, they won't. Just tell them they already captured her for the head sentinel.
That gin must have muddled my gray matter more than I thought. I'd have sworn there was no way out of this, but what you're saying makes a lot of sense. Thank you. And thank you, Asa. I thought I was dead.
What an idiot. I can't believe I thought of him as a friend.
People will do anything if the right pressure is applied, even your beloved leader.
I can't believe she betrayed us. And the whole of the Dawn to save her own life. What a coward. The unspeakable things I will do when I find her. Well, once I find her. The exalted... No, I won't refer to her as such any longer. Dagmar continually moved around for safety.
Dagmar?
She always initiated contact with me. We do know that she was in league with the Sentinels, though. There's nothing of it but to get ourselves inside their headquarters on Praetor. We'll track her by accessing their comm system.
We're gonna waltz in and access the system? How is that supposed to work?
We don't need to worry about their systems. My parents were vigilant. I stole their access codes when I was younger, but never had the nerve or call to use them. Once we do, they'll become unusable, as they'll set off all sorts of alarms.
Let's go get some answers. Oh, I thought we were getting attacked. Guess not. Meet with Anise. Blah, 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 blah. So wait, I got another... Meet or contact reasons pass. Okay, that's Inez. Lego Griff's. So what's her quest? A most extraordinary specimen. No, that's not her. The midpoint to the endpoint. Oh, it is her. Okay. And the main quest is... that.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Archive.
UNIAC has likely been sorting out their logistic problems. Took a moon-sized computer to do it. Imbeciles.
Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago. Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago.
Alright, what you got in here? Take everything.
What do you think those Protectorate subjects are doing over there?
Probably genuflecting to the Sovereign. Next poor fool who pops their head up will find themselves suddenly deceased.
Protectorate? Yep. Oh, they heard that. And they saw me. I got to just run in there and to die.
Titles are in the red, Commander.
Ooh, I'm gonna die.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Okay, this is not good for long range.
Restore my life or avenge my death. Revive me so I can kill him. Them down, mitigating the threat. Medic, please.
Well, this is bad. I can't hit this spot. Oh no. Ew.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Gotcha. Alright, that was awful. I need a long range weapon. I keep with the shock. Oh. I let you out.
It's clear. Go, go, go.
Get out of here. Loot everything. Leave nothing. Come back to notice that the Glorious Dawn has created a secondary camp to the south of Spiriton. Probably can't open this. Nope. Is there a way in there? Nope. Let's see, can we make something? Let's see, we make some. No, I don't want to make that. I do want to make some shotgun shells. That's enough of that. Make some plasma. No, make plasma. Short rounds. Okay. Make rockets. And compact. I wish I could make materials like black powder. All right. Wait, can I make? Grants 5+ armor after taking moderate damage. This bonus is temporarily removed. Alright, we're done here. Examine. Nope, can't do nothing with this. Oh!
Adversary vulnerability.
Help!
Standing by to stupefy.
Look at there she go. Jeez. Get destroyed. Trying to sneak up on me. You get a lot of scrap metal, but you never get like the stuff you really need to make stuff. Oh, look at these things.
Reason's pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. First, it was Auntie's choice, then the Protectorate. After that, some damned cultists. I don't even know what group you Hullens belong to. Don't care either. Your motivations are relatable to me in only the vaguest abstract form, if you possess any at all.
Yeah, who's she talking to? Got him.
Aggressor at hand. I have alive. Yeah. That's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
My ammo is just like anything I shoot just causes everyone to explode.
Yeah.
You here?
Marisol, you're here. That is assuming you're not some sort of enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure.
Are the two of you glad to see each other? I can't tell.
Things were left in a...
It was somewhat complicated, even by order standards. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anaïs Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anaïs Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
If I'd realized this was a formal visit, I'd have worn my fancy killing clothes.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Commander Geos extraordinaire.
So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends.
You were a seer for the Order? How do you end up here?
I was developing a means of sidestepping much of the presumed requirements to solve the universal equation. using a series of reasoned shortcuts and educated postulations.
You were taking drugs.
Filling in certain blanks. Trillions. Theoretically, it would hurry the process along so it could be solved in our lifetime, but it was unorthodox. Risky if taken too far. I knew the Council would judge it mathematical heresy, so I attempted to work in secret. Eventually, I was discovered, excommunicated, sent here.
Others facing similar charges were often transferred off-planet, then simply disappeared somewhere along the way.
Yes. Fortunately, someone interceded.
How long have you been scaring off intruders here?
3 years I've sent them packing. Corporate leeches, brainwashed drones, whatever this shoddy little bunch is now. Think any had the slightest wit how difficult it would be to pack up 20 years of research? The sheer number of journals and binders? Why the Abakai alone? No. If they did, they would realize I am here to stay.
Were you a science assassin like Marisol?
Me? Like her? Oh, I'm no hard as nails and twice as sharp causality intercessor.
Former.
No, I'm practically untrained in the art of combat, at least compared to the endpoint over here. Yet, calculating range, adjusting for fall-off, atmospheric disturbance, and variance, all simply numbers, projections, trifling math, short work for a former seer. Ergo, I am handy with a rifle, in a pinch.
Why was Marisol called the endpoint?
Perhaps coming here was a mistake.
All causality intercessors had these dramatic little code names. Presumably, the idea was to make them feel mathematical, efficient, greater than.
How do you know each other?
She's mentioned the little spook show we used to work at, right? I was an analyst in predictive risk assessment. She was, in the field, as it were. Solving the universal equation is the ultimate purpose of every member of the Order. Our express remit was to identify events that could delay or derail that.
Once an issue was identified, I'd be assigned to address it.
At a certain point, I became one of her assignments.
I think that's why we're here. Marisol?
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command.
Let them talk.
It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly.
Don't you need an archive to perform the calculations of that scale?
Had to do all my calculations long form, free of computronic assistance. Wouldn't advise it, but I've been here on my own for decades, and I remain a reasonable statistician. I calculated what might occur if my work was completed, and there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending.
Everything like all life in a known galaxy? Everything?
I mean, microbes, mantisaurs. Soltuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. but anything capable of higher order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable.
A good thing you stopped her.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Poof. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Auntie's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
We should go.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime. Yes, should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here.
Yeah, I'm taking your gun, your bits, whatever this is. Okay, level up. And perks, accept. Sleight of hand. Pickpocketing is significantly faster. You gain a bonus to sneak attack damage based on your lockpick skill. But my lockpick skill is pretty good. Intimidate. I have yet to pickpocket somebody. Let's see. So these are all the perks I didn't pick up. Let's see. Scoring a kill will temporarily cause humans and creatures near to be frightened. No. Can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. That. Can't do 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 a lot of these. Okay. You can increase weapon weak spot damage when crouched and not moving. No. Can't do that. Can't do that. $20 hack. Hacked automechs are permanently disabled. No. Critical. As if I get 20. I don't know if I'm going to hit 20. Panic. Can't do explosives. Can't do engineering. So I really can't do most of the stuff. Okay, so all the stuff I can do is just right here. Alright, let's do sleight of hand. Skills. Oh, I already did this. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't save it. Alright. So where are we going? All the way over here? Let's do this. I don't want to do the main story yet. Mostly because I think I shouldn't have her in my group when I do it. Oh, I missed. I missed again. Actually, let me save before I do this. This might be a tough fight. Pick up anti-choice supply crate.
Hostilities are afoot.
Oh yeah.
Combatant scanned.
All on the wrist. Get my thing. A lot. Stomach. They've been numb. Purification
Oh.
in progress.
Oh.
Necessary vulnerabilities identified.
I think I'm dead. Yep. Luckily I have like 1,000 trauma kits. No! These freaking bugs.
I'm dead.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Alright. So that's done with. I cannot believe I keep missing.
Proceeding to attack. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Step aside. Squad. All on the wrist.
Ratcheting up my aggression. I'm back and scan.
I don't know what this is.
Suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Nope.
Resorting to violence.
I'm really about to change out my my armor because of so I can use the inhaler more.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Let's see what this building is over here. I'm running out of ammo for this, so let's see. How much ammo? Let's go ahead and switch to this. There. Oh, what the heck was that? That turn. Earl? Place is called Earl? What? Earl. Earl.
Not much piques my academic curiosity these days, but this facility certainly appears intriguing.
A place called Earl. Protectorate.
I'll handle this.
Mind the hostile. I will restore my
scope for combatant analysis.
Here they come. Wait.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
What the heck? The other guy was over there.
Forever vigilant. Sustain the system. My vexation grows.
There they come.
Drags on.
Get ready.
I advise you decamp.
Alright, it's telling me to look here, but there's nothing here. Like, what am I looking at?
Investigating hostile act. Gonna make me walk on over there.
Enemy spotted.
All subjects.
Come on up. The air is fine.
Magnificent ruler, the sovereign. Just what are they up to?
Well, can't get in there. Can't get in there.
It'd take an engineer to figure this out, or a very lucky idiot.
I am not a lucky idiot. Though I'm no engineer, I hate to be perceived as bumptious. I think I solved the bulkhead door power issue. Temporary at least. It appears the flimsy circuits are leaking power. So the solution is to route the current through a maximum of 4 breakers. If you do fire, if the power drops below fair level, nothing happens. But I think the force should do the trick. My result is... Wait, what am I even reading? My shift is about to end and I have neighborly investigations and observations to perform tonight. Oh, it's one of these. I hate these. I hate this. I gotta use this stupid thing. Okay, hold on. Shouldn't I have done it? The rifts and Aether experiment controls. The code for the safe is 0112358. Our work carries on. Our attempts to create a perfect thruster. 01. How about I remember that? did open the door. Ah, it's a weapon. It's probably a science weapon. I don't like science weapons at all.
I've encountered more than a few of these experimental weapons in my career. Messy, volatile, overpowered. Of course you want it, dear.
Oh, I don't have guns. Where's my level? Character. I'm gonna get guns 15, and I'm not gonna get 17 in a while. The Big Bang does 4,121 damage. Mass destruction. Alright, crap. I didn't switch. Wait, I need to switch. Thank you.
Replacing my firearm. Combatant scan.
Alright, what does this weapon do? Big Bang. Ammo, enrich rift particles. Yeah. I don't have any of that. Well, I have one. Fires a single massive projectile that obliterates everything. Do you know what this gun is? This gun is the freaking BFG from Doom. That's what it is. That's literally what it is. I'm not going to shoot it.
Who needs to die?
It's the BFG. Which means I should never use it until it's a boss or something.
You there?
What?
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Refilling my weapon.
Efficient.
Earl Surf Combat, yeah. Oh, I thought there would be ammo in here for this thing. That would be nice.
We can put this hazardous substance to good use as a more lethal ammunition. And we could use the Rift device to tap a bottomless source.
Okay. Oh, it means I can make my own now. Oh yeah, look at that. Alright, so we'll just use that many. That much. And we're never going to use it again.
Resorting to violence.
I hate how my companion's just like moving me around.
I usually prefer assassination over technology theft, but I must admit that was a delightful little heist.
We got the BFG. Oh yeah. So we did. We did this. So that is, where is that at? Return to Bounty Terminal. Is it here? I think it's here. Turn in bounty. $2,000 bits. That's pretty good. And we were going to do her enter the unorthodox notion reclusion ad. Where's that at? It's way over here. What's Aza's mission? All right, let me get to fly there. The Auto Hacker 5000. I got a beanie? Where did that come from? The manager's tasking hat. Enemies you hit with your attacks become marked, causing companions to pariah towards them. Seems pretty good. Oh, this thing looks ridiculous. Okay, get rid of this. This. Got so many of these hats. Just need to get rid of all this crap I got just laying in here. Alright. Okay. Weapons. Oh, this is a shock rifle. This is a shock assault rifle. Get rid of these. Alright.
Those fools! Protectorate subjects should know better than to attack a Protectorate arbiter. The only explanation is that they were lackeys of the Consul. Why else would they engage someone such as myself without expecting reprisal?
Mooney thought you were the traitor.
Then they should have reported me to their superiors rather than attempting to exact justice themselves. I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence, but hopefully I shall not need to do this more than a few times.
Let's see what's going on in the region. Are you kidding me? I have to go back to the same place again? It's like, go here, do this thing, then go right back to that thing. Yeah, Valerie's cool. She's fine.
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around.
Wait. Oh, this is Protectorate. This is not where I thought I was going. Alright, let's sneak again. Yeah, I forgot that big robot right there. What the heck is that noise?
Prudence dictates it is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Do a little sneaking. Sneak right in. Search for Dagmar Sharp. Enter Aza's passcode. D#. Project Aza. Current status. Aza still lives, despite the kill order. The incompetence of my so-called cultists leads me to once again humiliate, offering my humblest apologies. To rectify this state of affairs, I have an Adria Sentinel 16, sure, using her old friend. She's gonna kill me anyway. Okay.
So, Dagmar didn't betray us.
So you're freaking out right there for a second.
She is a Sentinel with a fucking office here in Central Control. It's enough to make one take leave of their sanity.
Warning. Agent Lightinger's sanity profile is well below the acceptable threshold. Further decline may necessitate intervention.
I'm just going to pretend I didn't hear that. Fortunately, there's an easy solution to Dagmar's betrayal. One which involves removing her head from her body. Or maybe we should start with the disemboweling? So many choices.
Maybe let's hold off on the disemboweling and talk until we confront her in person.
Well,
What the?
Helia Lightinger. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised you've made it this far. In addition to your wonderful thirst for wanton violence, you were always bright, though still somehow too thoroughly deluded to apprehend the truth. But then again, you never really wanted to, did you?
What's she talking about?
I'm sure I don't know. Obviously some manner of ruse to distract from her unforgivable betrayal.
Yes, well, can it truly even be considered betrayal if it was always lies? And Aza's willful ignorance made her the perfect candidate when I started the Dawn at the Consul's behest.
What are you talking about? There were cultists before me.
No, there were not. The fiction of a cult was born out of the need to convince the Sovereign to return to the true spirit of the Protectorate. The Consul feared he was too weak.
Authoritarians dreaming of even more power. This would be tedious if it wasn't so terrifying.
I see that Aza isn't the only willfully ignorant person here. Society needs to be controlled for the greater good, by any means necessary. Or would you prefer a more corporate way of life?
I prefer neither, to be honest. Not a fan of servitude, no matter what you call it.
If you have issue with the nature of humankind, perhaps you should take it up with the Grand Architect.
Dagmar, all this can't be right. How can you spout such lies? Our cause is righteous. It has to be.
And there it is. I almost felt sorry for you, Azahelia. You were so pathetic, so willing to believe specious arguments backed with only the flimsiest of proofs. Ah, well, such is life. But your usefulness is not yet at an end. Your death will put me back in the Consul's good graces. Goodbye, Aza.
No, that's too quick. What about... No, not painful enough. Yes, that's it. I just need to find a piece of heat-conducting metal and something to peel the skin effectively.
Yes, give in to the hate. know you're upset, but let's table the torture discussion for now, Asa.
What, you suddenly take issue with my methods? I can think of no reason to curtail the pleasure of my revenge. Dagmar must die. Violently. Her betrayal warrants no other response.
Just saying we shouldn't act rashly.
I know of no other way to act.
Of course, what could I have been thinking? Oh, here they come. I did find all the bodies I killed before. Alright, we're reloading.
Sharp enough. Hostile
That was not what I wanted to do. At all. Oh, sniper! Oh! Yeah, she went out there and died. Yep. Help me. Thank you. Wait, what happened? Oh, what? Whoa, what happened? Was there a grenade? Oh, please tell me it's saved right after the conversation. Okay, thank you. Maybe we should leave the other way. Okay, how did that not do anything?
Can't do it! They're too far! Either restore my life or avenge
Oh, it's the big robot that's shooting.
enemy spotted.
Lucky I can't aim.
Appreciate Protectorate craftsmanship. Don't let the thing explode you.
Oh yeah, I can't res them anymore. Oh, here he comes. Where is he? Where you come from?
It's awful quiet in there. Shouldn't Red Cloak be screaming?
It seems odd.
Oh crap.
It's a fun living target for us.
You shouldn't have called me names. Sentinel uniform. Oh, look at that. Legendary in here. Multi-launcher. Another freaking legendary. I'm glad I did this. All questions must be answered properly to open the armory. Are you ready? Okay. What was the age of this? I have no idea. Search central control for clues. He was 88 years old. Okay, that hurt. He was 115 years old. In what ways were the original Articles of Confederation flawed? Subjects were expected to work for monetary compensation. Ridiculous. Okay.
Ow! Not a good look, Commander.
Yes. He was 115 years old. There were no clauses for the section in the event of a sovereign's death. Okay. $115 years old. They were too stifling. Wait. How is that wrong?
Perk up, Commander. Don't make me avenge you.
What? So I answered all. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe I can't. Yeah. Oh, it says right here, 115 years old. There must be another one somewhere else. Alright, we're going in.
Emergency protocols ready.
Azahelia Leitinger is still at large. All guards loyal to the Protectorate converge on my position at once.
Wrong place to linger.
Fortifying teammate vitals.
Enough of that.
Please seek treatment for bodily trauma soon.
This unit is concerned for
I have no idea what killed me. Probably the person next to me?
Still at ease.
No.
Non-friendly life form detected.
Alright, run out of ammo for this. I don't want to use the bio. Let's use my shotgun. Where is the best shotgun ever? Where is it? Here he is. Dependent. Some lead from the front. You tend to lead from the back as much as possible. Become dependent on your allies. You deal less damage in general, but gain a large bonus to damage if attacking enemy. No. What? Sounds awful. No, that's not it.
Emergency.
Unfriendly company.
Providing a host of health benefits.
I'm reloading.
Seeking cover.
You are leaking an alarming amount of fluid.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
You are a terrible old lady. You just run in and get killed. Oh, look at this. You have nothing I want to buy.
Vortex missiles, please.
Keep your backup inside, Commander.
Oh, grenade! Okay, here we go. The copy of the test is one of the first drafted by the matriarch herself. You may notice it's unusually simple questions greatly. I don't think that answered anything. You learned that I learned something. It was the text was so small I couldn't read it.
Dagmar would never let herself be cornered. She's sure to have an escape route. We should find it.
Okay. Isn't this it? You in here? Got her.
You're still alive. Now, let's not be too hasty here. You seem a rational person. There must be something we can do to resolve this peacefully. Please don't let Azza get her hands on me.
Why are you talking to them, Dagmar? I'm
Them.
the one you must answer to.
Stand down. Let me handle this.
What? Why? Fine. But you are only prolonging the inevitable.
I must say, I am in favor of prolonging the inevitable myself.
How can someone who unleashed a violent cult think a peaceful outcome is possible here?
What I did for the greater good, to save the colony, all at the Consul's behest. It was my duty as a loyal subject to the true Protectorate. What other reason need there be? And Azza, she was an obvious choice. So lost, so dead inside, so in need of guidance. But then, she went berserk. I never imagined how she'd take to the killing and mayhem. You brought me great praise from the Consul. Until you started asking questions and killing the wrong people.
Which wrong people did she kill?
Which wrong people didn't she kill? We were supposed to work through intimidation and the perceived threat to our system. Sure, maybe kill some subjects, those that could possibly become threats to the Protectorate, but not the dozens she slaughtered. For Matriarch's sake, she was killing vigilance. And then she started asking questions that would have led to her discovering the truth. She had to die before the Consul decided to cut the link between Azza, him, and the Dawn. Me.
I'm shocked that filling a vulnerable person's head with lies turned out so poorly for you.
Enough of this blathering on. It's well past time for Dagmar and her life to part ways.
Why would I let her go? Oh, nothing but left but killing.
She's dead.
It's what she deserved.
Not quite. She should have suffered more for what she did. You know, for a moment there, I was questioning everything, but it quickly became obvious she was just lying to save herself.
can't believe you're going to use this as an excuse to start lying to yourself again.
I don't appreciate your tone. You need to show me some respect. Now that Dagmar is dead, I'll be leading the Dawn into the glorious future.
I need speed 17? Jeez. You should disband the Dawn. You don't need them, and they could turn into a threat to you.
True. There may be those that do not accept my leadership, but they will die. The Dawn is too important to disband. What little risk any of them may pose doesn't concern me. I can send out a general message from here, informing the cells that the previous Exalted Leader has betrayed us and has been dealt with, and that I am now in charge. I suspect some will simply jump into the closest rift. And to be perfectly candid, I'm hoping there are more than a few that refuse to acknowledge their new leader. Enough to keep my knife skills up at least.
We could deal with those personally if it comes to that. Wait, no, I don't want... Wait, what's happening?
It's done. Let's leave this place. It sickens me.
We're not done here yet. We gotta find the rest of the, We gotta find the rest of the... I guess I found all of it. Alright, let's go back to that computer. Oh, it might be upstairs too. Let me see. Actually, no, it's probably not upstairs. So I said... Okay, not that one. You learned how to protectorate 15 years. Commissioner notice that stated that the Department of Belief is now in charge of the the Protectorate's religious development. Okay. Wait. I still haven't found the other question. Huh. Still some clues around here. Right, nothing here. I feel like I've been here before. Yep, I've been here before. Oh, here we go. Site of initial sighting. The Articles of Confederation early. No copies surviving. Okay. What security measure present on the flagship? The SAR prevents unauthorized dock access. Oh, I didn't forgot. I think it's this one. Here we go. Who's in charge of protecting religious? The Department of Belief. Alright, Quarter, does a protector recommend to truly place subjects? This? There we go. Alright, better be something good in here. Not really. No legendary, just regular stuff, huh? Oh well. Alright, level up. Valerie is an empire. All overhealing you receive is converted into temporary health that degrades slowly. This one. She has upgrades. Let's see. Valerie's weapon now fires in a short burst and damage in AoE. I do this one. Aza's weapon now stuns enemies that aren't targeting her. No, that sounds stupid. Both of these are bad. She's always being targeted. This is this one. Okay, that one's good. That one's good. Deals even more damage. Enemy's not targeting her. Okay. So that quest is done. Where's this at? Okay, that's back on that. Alright. Back to the ship.
Commander, I'm glad you're just as keen on aligning with Auntie as I am. It's the right choice. What you see is what you get. I suspect the Order would have given you the runaround on a deal. They're nice enough folk, reasonable or like, but they ain't equipped to rule. You saw how they could barely manage a refugee camp, let alone hold the archive. Sure, the folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice. But give it time. They'll see the difference between freedom and complete domination soon enough. Just as Tausetti did.
I want both factions to work together. It'd be better if for everyone if Auntie is not in control.
Would it really? She's a natural leader. Decisive. She ain't gonna consult an abacus, 12 charts, and 3 hangers-on before making a move. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one person playing Kingmaker. That is to say, you, and especially the Earth Directorate. But time's too short, and the stakes are too high for tribalism. There'll be enough time for that later. For now, we need to ally with someone who can defeat the Protectorate and close the rifts. So whatever you decide, I'll support you. We should move on, unless you've got something for me.
See, it won't leave. I don't know. It just stays there. That thing over her head just stays there. I don't know. All right, let's see what what's her face has to say. Where's she at? Since I finished her quest line. What is this? There she is.
It's strange how I ended up here, leading the cult. If I hadn't started traveling with you, I may have spent my days hunting down the members I thought traitors and never realized it was Dagmar until too late. You may not have noticed, but I have a tendency to be a little impulsive. Reckless, even.
You really plan to lead the cult? You don't have any doubts after what happened?
The cult needs me. They need my certainty. It was my deep faith that brought me through this trial, and it is my faith that will restore them. And I'm not discounting your part in all this. Like I said, without you, I'd be dead. The cult in ruins.
That's a cheery thought, and one I prefer not to dwell on. Well, I'm never using her again. Oh, more here. Alright, get out of my freaking group, lady. Alright, bring these two. Process rift data. What's that? I don't know. Wait, what's the name of that quest? Oh, it's this one. And what she wants me to do, it's here. Okay. Alright. I guess we could do this quest here. Before I do that, though, I think I got some new... Okay, never mind, don't. So I got a new helmet. Oh, this is what I got. Chance to ignore attacks. Why is this legendary? I guess because of the way it looks? No. Some buildings over there. What's that? Mine.
Raft's back in business.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
In business.
Easy as Sunday morning. I have no problems with bots anymore. I just use this weapon and it just kills them instantly.
That'd be Spiraton.
Whoa.
Was once the Order's headquarters on Cloister. Afore all this.
Yeah, I don't want to do that just yet. And there's no way for me to get up there, I don't think. Grab everything I can. Oh! I just pick up? Of course, man, it sucks. There's so many doors I can't open. So many freaking. I know that's a. There we go. I know you're a bomb. There we go. I ain't trying to get blown up. It's really easy to see it in the snow compared to the other map, the other planet.
Mobilizing.
Oh, it's a big one. I missed every shot.
Back and scan.
I meant to do that.
Proceeding to attack.
Was there an easier way to go through this? It probably is. Hold on. So many bombs. Look at this. boy. Oh, almost died. Almost died there. Trying to see if there's anything else in there I could take. Prism shock rifle. Well, my greed got the best of me. Please tell me I'm at a good spot. I am? I think? Yeah, screw it. It's not worth it. Wait, I can't have her with me. I just realized something. I'm going to an Auntie's Choice place. Oh, I mean, I can't have her with me. She'll get mad. I think. Let's get Valerie. So we still go this way.
Torpificator at ready status. Back and scan.
With life support.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
I say, can you stop flying around? Please attack me. And it goes this way. Yep, Auntie's choice.
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead, though do stay on the road. The ice caves conceal all manner of dangers.
Trooper! Hayes! Yeah. Hayes, can you hear me?
Hayes, your family is depending on you. You've got to shake off these vapors, man, and clear your head.
Sprattle brand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold pressed sprat fat, you'll never even dream about going back.
He's not responding, and I'm out of ideas. Should we try slapping him?
Yes, you should do that.
I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Can I... wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the majesty of Auntie's military might. Normally, I would be at your service, but I'm dealing with a situation here.
What seems to be the problem?
It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You?
Yes. My assistance comes at a high price.
Then we definitely can't afford it. Best you look for some officers that can line your pockets for whatever scant service you provide.
Tell me what's wrong and then I'll decide if I need payment.
Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it shocks natty bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't brush off her.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent.
What was the attack like?
The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began, and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall. Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground, and after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles. Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them.
And talking to him has been no help. What about singing along with him?
Neither's been of any use.
Have you tried scaring him? If fear made him this way, maybe it can fix him too.
I suppose we could try. Hayes, your bank account was mysteriously emptied. Your investments are suddenly worthless. Your pay doesn't cover your expenses.
Damn, nothing. But at least we can say we tried our best.
Well, let's all hope the rest of his family can earn enough to keep them fed and housed and out of bankruptcy until he's of his right mind again.
Brattlebrand frat, the only lard for your vat. Once you fry in our cold pressed sprat fat, you'll never even dream about going back.
Take everything.
Our FOB at the bridge has been totally isolated from reinforcements. Protector assaulted so quickly, we couldn't even begin to respond.
50-bit says that plan came from the Archive itself. Their field movements have been shockingly well coordinated since they locked us out of that damn machine.
Maybe a strategic plan would have been a better use for it than making more money. Maybe we'd won by now.
That's just crazy talk. We've been out here too long.
You lucky you were in here. I would have stole everything. There's no vendors here? Really?
Has anyone seen Jack? He was patrolling the caves in Sector 13, but it doesn't seem he's made his return.
Nah, but I wouldn't worry. Jack may be a hullhead, but he's got enough sense to make it back before dark.
I hope you're right.
I'm a huge admirer of your work from a safe distance.
Oh, can't make a trauma kit. It's getting late. Do I do this now or I finish it later? Let me get close enough first. What's this over here? Okay. Maybe the a quest will tell me to go in there, but... Alright. We'll end it here. And then we'll pick it up with her side quests. Alright. Okay. Alright. We'll do it next time. Thanks for watching.